Okay, now in example 3, we're going to solve an inverse variation problem. So how do we do that? Given a description of an indirect variation problem, solve for an unknown. Number 1, we identify the input x and the output y. Number 2, determine the constant of variation. You may need to multiply y by the specified power of x to determine the constant of variation. Number 3, you're going to use the constant of variation to write an equation for the relationship. And then step 4, you're going to substitute the known values into the equation to find the unknown. So for example 3, a quantity y varies inversely. Now once we see that word inversely, then we know that we need to use the formula for the inverse variation. And it says inversely with the cube of x. Now we're given the fact that y is equal to 25 and when x is equal to 2, and then we're going to find y when x is 6. So the general formula for inverse variation with a cube is y equals k over x cubed. The constant can be found by multiplying y by the cube of x. So here we have step 1 and also step 2. What we've done is we write down the formula for k using the inverse variation formula. In order to solve for k, we multiply both sides by x cubed. So now we have k, which is equal to x cubed y. Now we're going to write down what is given into the formula to find k. Well, x was equal to 2, y is equal to 25. So if we multiply that out, now we know that k is equal to 200. Now we're going to use the constant to write an equation that represents this relationship. So that is step 3. So we're going to now rewrite k into the formula to be 200. So now y is going to equal 200 over x cubed. And now step 4, it's going to tell us to then substitute the known values into the equation to find the unknown. Well, they're asking us to find y when x is equal to 6. So now we're going to substitute x equals 6 and then solve for y. Plugging 6 in, we get 200 divided by 6 cubed, which reduces the fraction to 25 over 7. Now the graph of this equation is a rational function, and it would look like the following. So the input is 6, the output is 25 over 27. Our initial value that was given was x, or the input was 2 and the output was 25.